What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be working on the Infiniti FX35. So what I'm going to be doing today is a little bit different, and I have a custom headlights. These are the custom headlights that I have that I got from 180 Customs. They're based out in Brooklyn. I got these used from Drew. He has a really sick G37. You probably know him. He has like a wide body Liberty Walks G37. He named it Mars. So I got this from him when he had a FX35. So right now the LEDs are turned on only when the parking lights are on. And so I want it to be on all the time. So like the moment you start the car, it's on. So let me show you what I have to do. So every time when I want to have that light on. So right now, if it's on auto and the car is on, the lights won't show up. Only if I were to put it on the parking lights, because it's tapped into the parking lights right now, which is nice if you want to like turn it off sometimes, but that's not what I want. I wanted to have it on all the time. So what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to try to wire it differently. I'm going to try to route it and tap it into one of the fuse inside the engine compartment. I'm going to show you like how I'm going to do this. I still don't know which fuse I'm going to be tapping, but I'm going to be making a custom harness for that. So let me show you what I am thinking about. Pop the hood. All right, yeah, engine's a bit dirty right now, but what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna try to have a wire that goes to the angel eyes. I'm gonna have it run underneath here and then connect it on this side as well. And then the fuse box is right behind here. So I'm gonna try to figure out which one to get into. Yeah, so let me show you what kind of tools I'm using, what kind of wires, and I bought like these connectors, so eventually if I were to remove the headlights, I can just easily unclip. So I'm in my basement right now, and these are all the tools that and the hardwares that I'm planning on using. I got these like connector pins. It has a negative and a positive, and it's waterproof seal, those type of plugs, and they meant to use these for outdoors obviously, but I'm gonna be using this for the angel eyes. So I'm gonna be using 2 of these, and I bought these from Amazon, and it came with like a pack of 10. It's very cheap. So I'm gonna use these, one on each side of the headlights. So one on the left side of the headlights, this is on the right side. And I also bought this tap of fuse. This also comes with a pack of 10. So this is great if you want to hardwire a dash cam or a radar detector. But for my case right now, I'm going to be using this to get some power to power up the angel eyes. So this is what's going to be connected to the fuse box. I also bought a whole bunch of different fuses. Sorry about the background noise. My AC just turned on. Yeah, I bought these fuse boxes. It comes with a different variety of different amps. It got 5, 15, 10. Yeah, so these are pretty useful if you're doing a lot of DIYs on your car. So it's nice to have this. I have a long line of just some positive and negative cable, and this is wire stripper, and I got a soldering kit. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be doing this. It should be pretty straightforward. All right, so I'm just gonna get some wires. So I'm just gonna try to measure this out to the length of from the one side of the headlights to the other side. I'm gonna give it a good amount of length as well. This should be long enough. I'm gonna be connecting one end of this to this right here. So I'm just trying to figure out which one would I want to use. I think this one could be on the headlights, and this one could be on the harness. So let's try that. Strip this out. This is really easy with this tool. This is on the harness. So what I'm going to be getting is also getting a shrink wrap, just to make the cables look a lot cleaner. Put the shrink tube in here, the other shrink tube in this negative. So I'm going to connect the negative with the negative, positive with positive, and I'm just going to use a solder just to make sure these connections are really good. It's kind of hard to do this with right behind the camera, but I'm going to try my best so you guys can also see. Just gonna slide the shrink tubes up Make sure they're right in the middle. And I'm just gonna use a flame and shrink it down. So one side done, I'm gonna do the other side and show you back shortly of what it looks like completely with this harness. I finished wiring up the custom harness. So at this end, this is going to ground on the car chassis, and this is gonna go to the car fuse. All the way here in the middle of the connection, this will go to the passenger side, while the other end goes all the way to the driver's side. So these all have these connectors. So if I were to remove the headlights, I can usually just remove these clips easily. Right now it's a little bit weird to understand where everything goes, but I'm going to show you once I lay it out on the car. Here's a better understanding of what the harness is doing. So there's connector, driver side, this connector, passenger side, while this line goes all the way across. That's going to be connected to the fuse box over there. All right, so I'm going to be starting out on the driver's side. I'm going to be disconnecting the halo that's connecting to the parking lights. So these are the connectors for the angel eyes, and this is the harness plug that I just bought. I'm going to be tapping into these. First cut these out because these are no longer needed. Then I'm going to connect the red with red and black with black. Then I'm just going to tape it up with the electrical tape. So this end of this plug is connected to the angel eyes, and I'm going to be doing the same on the passenger side. Passenger side is done. Before I even do the fuse side, I'm just going to like tuck everything in and have it come out in the inside right here. It'll be a much more cleaner job. I'm going to hide these wires inside. All right, so I took all the panels out, and so these are the fuse box in the engine compartment, and I'm gonna pull this out and see which one I'm gonna be tapping into. All right, it's time to plug in the angel eyes to the harness. All right, put that in there, close this up. All right, now for the driver's side. I have it all connected, the harness to the angel eyes on both sides. I connected the power into the fuse in this box right here. And for the ground, I had it connected to one of the existing ground that's connected to the chassis already. So now that everything's all connected, I'm gonna turn on the car. And what it should do is that these lights should now go on without having me to toggle the switch on the headlights. All right, so let's go try it out right now. As you can see, the headlight switch is on the off position. So there should be no way that anything is powering the headlights right now. So I'm gonna start the car. Okay, I see the lights turned on. Let's go check it out. Oh, yes. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna turn off the car. It's really hot in here. All right, so I just powered off the car, and you can see that headlight is off as well. That light is not the halo lights, that's actually the lamp right here. So as you can see, I turned off the car and the lights turn off immediately as well. And that's pretty much what I wanted to do. I wanted to wire it in a way that when you just turn on the car, these beautiful angel eyes will turn on as well without having me to keep switching on the toggle on the headlights. This is just kind of like the newer cars now. Like they have all these LED lights, and that's what kind of differentiates them from other cars. When you see them from your rearview mirror, you're like, okay, these angel eyes or these kind of LED lights, you're like, oh, I know what car that is. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it look a little unique, and with these custom headlights from 180, it just looks so beautiful. It makes the front end look a lot more aggressive. These are the actual factory OEM headlights. but 180 painted the housings black in matte finish, dual white LED halo lights. They look beautiful. 180 did a great job. So yeah, let me button this up, close the hood, and show you what it looks like from the full frontal view. Oh yeah, oh man, that looks so good. Right here, I'm just turning on the turn signals on both sides and turning on the headlights just to make sure that they're all still working properly, and they are. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little DIY that I did for my angel lights. If you guys are interested in doing this, it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to have the same car as me, and you can do it for any kind of car that you have. Make sure that the power that you're connected to is accessory, so the moment you turn on the car, it should turn on with it, and same thing if you were to turn off the car, it should turn off. If you connect it to a constant power, that's always going to keep constantly drawing power, and then eventually your battery is going to die. So just be careful of that. Make sure to use a voltmeter or a multimeter if you're not too sure which wire is the accessory wire. But on the fuse boxes, there should have a diagram telling you what fuse is what. And you know, I've done this so many times that I already kind of know like which one it's going to be an accessory wire. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.